Vision and Mission is a non-governmental organization that has been in existence since 1995. Vision and Mission is non-denominational with the responsibility for the reintegration and rehabilitation of deportees, returning nationals, prisoners, ex-prisoners, delinquent youth, and socially displaced persons. The aim of the organization is to promote and support restorative justice, a philosophy that the Trinidad and Tobago prison and criminal justice system has adopted as a policy. Vision and Mission provides transitional housing, employment opportunities, training and retraining opportunities, banking opportunities, such as with money management assistance in acquiring government grants and loans. Vision and Mission offers credible reference, referrals, recommendations, and legal and civil representations for its clients to prepare inmates while incarcerated through the pre-release program of the Trinidad and Tobago prison system and the use of modules, workshops, counseling, mediation, and professionals. Restorative justice is not a specific program, but rather a way of practicing justice that embraces various restorative initiatives. A restorative justice system sees crime as an abuse of people and relationships. It creates a duty to make things right and involves the victims, the offender, and the community in search of ways to promote healing, understanding, and support. Restorative justice is not just another program, but rather an approach that emphasizes forgiveness and reconciliation as critical to reducing recidivism. By no means a replacement for prison, restorative justice seeks to make offenders take responsibility for their actions and to make amends.
500 inmates have been successfully trained and graduated from the program. These participants were certificates upon completion that endorsed by the Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service. The organization, after much deliberation between the executive and staff, decided that it was necessary to find the means to provide employment and small loans for these individuals. It must be understood that it's one of the things to prepare inmates prior to their release, but quite another to work with them out of custodial supervision.
Very much welcome. It's so important to me and so important to Marcia and her team at UNDP that people get a second chance. Is it any chance that Wayne's name is Chance? Giving people a second chance.
My name is Gregory Cizier. Presently, I live at this place, Vision and Mission. This place has been such a motivating factor. It has inspired me. It has brought me to a level in my life to know that people here can manage my finances, they can manage my time, and they can allow me to be reintegrated into society and face life on life's own terms.
Look at normal citizens in this country, the job they do, the hours they work, and the people they work with to make you, Trinidad and Tobago, safe every day in your going to and forth. Let's go to the pickup clip. When a deportee arrives in Trinidad and Tobago, look what takes place. Let's go to this clip. Tell me your thoughts after.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Toussey. Ms. Toussey, hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay.
When deportees are returned to this country, the first point of contact is the Immigration Department. If there are no family members in Trinidad to receive them, the deportees are referred to Vision and Mission through the Ministry of the People and Social Development Social Displacement Unit. Ishaara Mohammed, Clinical Director of the Field Department and Administrator of Vision and Mission, gets the first call. She springs into action. She would then call the other social workers on the team, Ishaara Mohammed and Denominational. They would agree to meet at Vision and Mission's in-transit center. From there, they would head out to Piarco International Airport for the pickup. Now this could be a risky undertaking because the social workers are sometimes called out in the wee hours of the morning. Sometimes when they arrive, they would have to gauge the disposition of the deportees before transport. Here's their story.
Where are you taking them?
Okay, we're taking you to our center from Vision and Mission. We have a rehabilitation reintegration program.
You gotta explain that. I don't
okay,
understand.
no problem. It's a rehabilitation. We give it deportees who get deported, have nowhere to go. We provide a 3 to 6 months stay for you. We get you jobs, we get you clothing, we give you 3 square
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all that.
Dogs.
Yes, sir,
dogs.
But if one person could speak at a time,
I'm not supposed to be I'm not supposed to be in
Excuse me. Exactly. Excuse.
So what am I supposed to do?
Excuse. You all need to stay calm. Hello.
But listen, all 3 of us cannot speak at the same time. I'm speaking to Mr. Van. Can you hold on a second, please?
Now we can't hold on. We can't hold on.
Listen,
I'm not supposed to be here.
Excuse me. Can you all stay calm?
I have to listen.
This don't belong here.
Listen.
What the bullshit, dude, this is some bullshit.
One second. Y'all stay calm. Stay calm.
Yeah, but sir, you don't have no family to go to.
I can't take this.
Y'all gotta get me the out of here. Y'all get come on.
Y'all need to stay calm.
No money. Hey, I'm getting out.
Hello.
I'm calling my mom. I have no clothes. I have no money. How they supposed to send me down here? Stop that shit correct, yo. I had to tell you, stop your fucking vehicle. I'm getting down.
You think it easy in this country? When I tell all you there's several groupings in this society that is working hard. And what you have noticed there is young women involved. Let's go right back to the clip and see how this story ended.
I have no clothes. I have no money. How they supposed to send me down here? Stop that shit correct, yo. I had to tell you, stop your fucking vehicle. Get out of here, man.
Hey. Hold your car. No.
let me take you out to the transit center. You'll get something to eat, you'll have a bath. In the morning, you'll be given a phone call, you'll contact your family, and we'll take it from you. All right? You have an agreement? All right? All right? You see for yourself? This is the kind of work that we just have to do. Let me go for a break, we'll come back and talk.
Six 6:30 in the morning, heard a banging on my door. Went to the door, I wasn't fully dressed, and ICE officer said, it's the police. So I says, okay, 1 minute. So I went and get dressed, and I opened the door, he asked if he can come in. I said, yes, sure, certainly. And there was 5 officers that came in to the apartment. And he said he has a warrant for my arrest. I says, for what? I said, I have done nothing. He says, do you have an ID? I said, yes. I said, can I get it? Because all of them had their hands on their guns. Con Ed is where they take prisoners and transport prisoners. You're shackled down from that time until you get home.
You left any family back in the U.S.?
Yeah.
When you reach at Piaco Airport, what took place? What was the process like? And what was actually going through your mind? Where have you come from?
We have been shackled from the detention center from 3 in the morning until 6 in the afternoon when we got down to Piaco Airport.
No ID, I can't get the job. I'm a diabetic, can't get the right food seed. I don't even know why I was there for 43 years. I committed a small crime and they sent me back here. All right? Just put me on a plane, knowing I don't have any family, all my family's in the US. I'm back here in Trinidad with nothing to look forward to.
How many girls from Trinidad you would have served time in the UK with?
Close to 20.
20 of them?
In that particular prison, but there were other Trinidadian girls serving time in other prisons within the UK.
My name is Andrew Brown. I left Trinidad when I was 8 years old. I lived abroad for 20 years, and I returned in 2011. When I returned, I didn't know anyone here, and Mr. Chance program really helped me as far as accommodation. And all I'd like to say is I'd like to return to the U.S.
You could ever go back to England?
No, I can't.
It's like starting all over again. It's starting like you have no family, you have nothing, you don't have nowhere to go, you don't know where your next meal is coming from.
Just to begin with, I'd like to see more accommodations where, as you come in, they accommodate you, right away. And they assess you to find out whether you have family or whether you don't.
I think we have done a reasonably good job in sensitizing the business community and giving people a chance. You remember when we started, the businessman didn't want to touch persons that had been to prison. You remember that?
Yes.
They didn't want to employ them. Today we have several businessmen that are prepared to give a chance to people that have been deported and people that have come out of the prison system. So I would say that, that we have to continue the education. Shows like this would encourage businessmen to understand how to deal with the problem of deportees and ex-prisoners. And as I've said before, once there's an organization to comfort the minds of the businessmen that a person has gone through some kind of rehabilitation before coming to work with them, that would go a long way. And it can't be, as I say, the church, and it can't be the Commissioner of Prisons, because his job is to say good things as well. But you're an independent organization. You are not a denominational organization. You are independent. And you have shown your process to the point that the government has funded you. And it will go a long way in convincing the other business people in accepting ex-prisoners and deportees.
God, in His Son Jesus Christ, said, when I was a prisoner, when I was hungry, when I was naked, when I was homeless. And they say, Father, when had we seen you hungry? When had we seen you homeless? When had we seen you in prison? And Jesus said to them, when you did that unto the least, you did that unto me. And He said, therefore, those who have done that to the least enter into everlasting life. And I tell you, plenty of you will be judged based on how you treat an ex-prisoner. Everybody deserves another chance. We are serious about rehabilitation. We are serious about re-entry. This is what it is all about. We are not afraid to put our hand to the soil and make it work. Doing this work is real business. And you can't be happy showing. You have to be out here. This is fighting crime.
I didn't have any experience in gardening, but since I came here, I've learned a lot about gardens and how to take care of them, things to do and what not to do. And I just thank Mr. Chance for giving me the opportunity to work with his greatness. And I'll continue to work here.
Myself away. I give myself away. So you.
Right about now, what we are about to engage is the inmates within the St. Kitts prison system. So we are standing in the heart of St. Kitts, the city, and we are going to visit the
Somebody say amen. Amen. Praise the Lord.
God bless you too, my friend. Very good.
What gives me the privilege, or why Pastor Ben Brown would invite me to come to speak to you here today. At one time in my life, I would have served a sentence. The day will come when many of you here will be released. And I want you to understand, when you are released from prison, having a purpose will make the difference. And that vision must be birthed now. You cannot determine what you want to become when the gate opens. While you are here, you have to start becoming what you want to be out there. The devil is not green in jail or black outside or vice versa. If you can overcome temptation, violence, provocation, and all of the sort, while you are incarcerated, when you go, nobody can move you. When that cell lock and you and a man get away, and he start to cuss you and point the handle in your face, you can take a walk. You don't learn how to tolerate real situations behind these bars. And if you learn to understand how you are able to tolerate and adjust to this situation, you will realize upon your release how easy it is for you to go out of the prison system and survive and become the person that you want to be. I went to prison at 19. What I learned and what I have become is what I have learned in prison. You can do it. You are saying, young man, you can do it. All of you in those cells, you can do it. Because we know it is the rest we hand. I know it is the rest I hand on the bar here for years. It's a 16,911 bread I eat. I don't care how much bread you are about to eat, or how much bread you are eating. You can change that hot bread to a bread of your choice. And the good book says, come and eat from the bread of life. Amen. Amen. Love one another. Love one another. Too many people busy. That's why so many children going astray. Nobody have time to take time. They just want a perfect child. And I'm saying to you, young boy, don't get caught up because what I say ain't justifying your bad behavior, you know. I'm saying some of you need to listen to people. Because sometimes you see people have everything right and they don't know what's going on with the son. Everything going right. The father have a good job, the mother have a good job. The children, every rest of brothers and sisters, everything right, the family good, but this boy just out to give trouble, and they don't know where that's happening. What wrong with this boy? And they keep asking the question. And you don't, and sometimes it have to do a lot with unlocking certain things that probably would have taken place before you was born, that come down the road. Because that is how wrecked some of these fellas are. And that's why if they are involved in crime and you see them commit crime and you look on the newspapers and you see that 16-year-old and 18-year-old and the kind of heinous crime, you want to know what kind of animal or demon possessed that child. We realize that the majority are young women who is shot dead, stab up, what have you, because the boyfriend was a bad boy. You could end up worse and you could end up dead. Because they was getting trouble in the free world and they was getting trouble in jail. And in every family there is a specific blessings, and a lot of family have put their own children in jail based on how they talk about one another. Pass them out. So when you was getting only nice shoes, you didn't know his drugs I was selling. So when you didn't have this and have that, you didn't know I was a bad boy. So you didn't know that the life I was living to maintain you could have get me here. Know that I am here because of trying to maintain you. You want to turn your back on me, you're mad. I put you young ladies on your guard. Not everything that glitter is gold. Not every man that whisper in your ears you need to fall for. Because they may start nice and end up deadly, because there's a way that seemeth right a young girl, but the end is destruction for she. Be careful. Take your time. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he go deal with your heart issues.